In this unique video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips so you can have a best-selling cover that will make your book sell like crackers. So let's get started. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. This is the kind of video that you want to stick until the very end because I'm going to share with you some fabulous tips so you can have a best-selling cover design on your books. Okay? If you don't know, my name is Alexo, and if you still haven't liked my video, go right below, click on that thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more of this type of videos on a weekly basis. I share with you a lot of tips related to self-publishing and several ways for you to make money online. And also, if you are struggling with your self-publishing business, still haven't reached your first $1,000 per month, or you just don't know where to start, you just don't know anything about self-publishing, and you want to have a business that scales up month after month, then make sure to check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. I'm going to leave a link right below in the description from this video. Just click on it so you can get more information. Let's get the ball rolling. 3 tips to have a best-selling cover design. What it is, let's see. The first one, important one, seems to be forgotten among a lot of publishers. It's simple. 1. Readable font family and size. You always need to think that when customers find your book, most likely they will see a small thumbnail. So it is important for you to have a book title that has, first, an easy font to read. For example, if you use a test editor, these are just an examples. I'm not saying for you to use this font family, but I just want to give you an idea of the type of fonts that I'm talking about. For example, Arial, Georgia, Times New Roman, Verdana. These are font families that are simple, don't have any major things going around, spinning around and making everything confusing. They are simple, easy to read. This is the type of font families that you want to use. I'm not saying that you need to use these ones. I'm just giving you an idea. If you have Word or another test editor, and you don't know the font families I'm talking about, just open up your test editor and check the fonts I'm talking about so you can get an idea of the type of simple fonts that you want to include on your cover. Something that is simple. The other thing is the size of your font family. Once again, remember that customers will see your book most likely has, or the cover of your book most likely has a small thumbnail. So you need to have a font that has a good size that allows people to read the title of your book and also the subtitle of your book. So this is the first key ingredient to have a fabulous cover. The second thing is bold colors and high quality images. You want to have colors that you always need to think that Amazon, the website is mostly white, okay? And when customers go throughout the list of books that they see over there, you want to have a cover design that just pops out, that kind of contrasts the white layout that Amazon has, okay? And you want to use, if possible, vivid colors, okay? Colors that are catchy. Sometimes red is a good color that is catchy. I'm not saying that you need to use red, just an idea. And also you want to make contrast, okay? So if you have like a title that has this really strong red has the font color, I mean, you want to have a background that just contrasts this, okay? It needs to be a lighter color. It could be white. I'm not saying that white is not a great idea, but white with red letters really makes a huge contrast, so people can easily just see the book title. And the other thing is high quality images, has a background, okay? I'm not saying, this is kind of optional. As your cover design, you don't need to have a background image, but if you have one, make sure that it's high quality. This is one thing, and later on in this video I'm going to show to you some examples of good covers and back covers so you can get a better idea. But one thing I noticed with a lot of covers that publishers get probably from Fiverr And Fiverr is a great way for you to get some good cover designs, but I'm not saying that you should use every single service out there and that you will get a good cover design. Many times that won't happen, or sometimes it won't happen. But one thing I've noticed is a lot of times they have a bad background image. Okay, they have publishers have a cover design that has a bad background image, something that doesn't have much quality. And when you look at that cover design with a low quality image has its background, I mean, it just smells cheap. Customers look at it, just smells cheap, and they immediately assume that the content of that book is just not good. So that's something that you want to avoid. The other thing is distinguishable cover design. This is extremely important. Okay, so if you are in a particular niche and you look at all of the covers, you still want to have a cover that has kind of the same flavor. You don't want something that is completely different. Like, I mean, for example, if you are publishing a yoga book, you don't want to have a cover design that, for example, a cover design that has a lot of food, okay, like it looks like a cookbook instead. You want to have something that is still in the same flavor as the rest of the covers, but at the same time that it's unique, it's different. It distinguishes itself from all other covers because you want to make a difference. You want people to look at the covers on the list and make a difference between your covers and all of the other ones. Okay, so now I'm going to show to you some examples just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we are on Amazon, and this keyword is keto for beginners. I like this keyword because you can find a good selection of books that belong to authors and other books that belong to publishers. And I'm going to show to you the difference. You will immediately notice that one book belongs to a publisher and another one belongs to an author. Of course, you can notice because of the amazing amount of reviews over here. You know immediately that this one is from an author, and this one too. Okay, you have this one, and it has also a lot of reviews. This is an amazing amount of reviews, like 400 reviews. I wonder how this book got so many reviews. Not sure, kind of weird. But yeah, this is certainly from a publisher. I can see that just based on the cover. Now, I'm going to talk about the things I've just explained. You can see that this cover over here, this one, I like this cover, has vivid colors, like red over here. The font is easy to read because this is the thumbnail. Once again, a customer goes over here and they see this thumbnail, but it's easy to read the book title. Some things over here you can't read exactly, but I mean, that's kind of natural with this type of cover. And you can see, and let's just open over here so you can see better. Has vivid colors, the font family is easy to read, and also has good images over here from the recipes that are included in this cookbook. This is especially for cookbooks is something that often you will use is images on your background, something that represents a recipe that you have included on your cookbook, because that's a great way for you to entice people to buy your cookbook. They look at your cover, they see an awesome dish that they just want to cook, and they get your book because of that. And you can see that this author made over here, I think this is an author with this number of reviews, I guess it is, but you can see it has good images representing the recipes, vivid colors, really bold, easy font to read. You don't need to struggle and make awkward faces to read the book title over here. So this isn't a good example. And now let's look at this cover design over here from Virginia Hoffman. Not sure how this person got so many reviews, but it doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure that this belongs to a publisher. Okay, the font family, you can see that it's easy to read, although you struggle a bit to read this subtitle over here. Okay, the subtitle over here, it's kind of hard to read. I would probably have a bigger font over here. And you can see that the colors in this case aren't that vivid. The colors are kind of brownish, grayish. And I know based on the template of this cover that this is a cover that this person got from Fiverr. I must tell you that you want to avoid this type of cover template. Template, I mean the structure of the cover. You want to avoid this because this is just a cookie cutter template that a lot of books out there that are published by publishers, they get these covers done on Fiverr and they just get this cookie cutter, and you don't want to have this structure. It's not a good structure for a cover because it seems cheap, and then there's a lot of people using the same exact template. I guess these are the people who design these covers on Fiverr. They just have a template and they just change things around, and yeah, they don't waste much time with it. But you can see the difference, for example, this cover over here. And you can see also the difference, I mean, in the sales rank from this book. Of course, this is from an author, but still, this book is not selling. This book is not selling with this sales rank. It's just not selling. And I'm pretty sure because, I mean, if someone searches for Keto for Beginners, I mean, this book is really well placed. This is a book placed on the 3rd place, and it should get sales. Where it's standing, it should get sales, but this cover is just killing this book because it's not a good cover. Let's look at another one. This is an awesome cover design. I really like this cover design. It looks pretty good. And you can see once again the font family is easy to read. Easy to read. You can, and the size, you can read everything, okay? You can read everything quite easily. He has contrasting colors. You can see that the font is white, but the background over here, let's just take a closer look. You can see the background is black, and it just makes the font just pop out on this cover. And then it has over here vivid colors to just basically just state the amount of recipes that are included in this book. 150 recipes, that's a lot, so that's something that entices people to purchase this book. Also, high quality images on the cover, just representing the dishes from this cookbook. So you can see once again everything in place, everything that I've explained just on the slides, everything is in place. Once again, this is just, you can see that all of these covers are unique. They aren't the same exact covers. All of them still are related to Keto for Beginners, but they are unique. They are different from one another. You can see that they are structured in a different way. They look differently. But you can see that this is from a publisher, this is from a publisher, and once again, you can see that it's just bad. Just really bad. Okay? For example, this cover, it's just, I don't know, it's just the whole way that this is structured. Okay, the font family is easy to read. Okay, you can read it easily. You can see that it has vivid colors, but this image doesn't look good. It's just the structure just looks cheap. And I wouldn't, once again, this is from a publisher. You can easily see the font is not ideal. The colors are dull. It's boring. It's not interesting. Would you purchase this book? That's the question that you need to make to yourself. Would you purchase this book, or would you prefer just to get this one over here? I mean, you would get this one, of course. And you can see that, yeah, this is not good. This one over here is, I think this is from a publisher. Not exactly bad, but some things are just failing. It's just, it has way too much text over here. You can see, and it's hard for you to read some of this text. This text over here you just can't read, but you can see that it doesn't look, it's just not structured well, the cover. Okay, this one looks beautiful. It's really bold, easy to read, really catchy. This one over here is not exactly bad. You can see, once again, look at this one. Even has the same image. Not sure if this is from the same person, but it's not. Jessica David, this is a pen name from someone. This is from Josh David, but you can see the same mistake. Has even the same image. I think this is a lasagna. It's dull, it's boring, and I'm guessing that this person is getting the cover designs made by the same person in Fiverr, and it just looks terrible. Once again, a terrible cover, but you can see that from publishers it's kind of always the same structure. You can see that they have the title over here, subtitle, then an image below, then their pen name. Once again, basically the same thing happening over here. This person didn't even include a pen name, but you can see the difference, and it's always the same structure. Once again, same structure, the same structure. And this is the type of covers you just don't want to have a book with this cover. It just won't sell well. It will kill your book. And I mean, if you are spending money on getting fabulous content for your book, then you just slap a cover design that looks as crappy as this one. I mean, you're not doing your book any favor. You're just killing the sales that your book will get. So, I mean, if you're spending money on getting fabulous content from the Urban Writers or from another ghostwriter company, then come on, just put some work on getting a great cover design. Okay, something that looks like this one is, and of course you want a different design, but something like this or something like this over here will help your book sell a lot better. When someone looks at your book, or if I looked at your book and I look at the cover, I shouldn't get immediately that idea that this book belongs to a publisher. I need to get confused and think, is this from a publisher or from an author? Okay, because the cover design is so good that you really don't know the difference. Okay, that is all that I wanted to talk about in this video about how to get a fabulous cover design. These are the 3 things that you need to keep in mind, and also I shared with you some extra tips along this video. If you have any questions, leave it right below in the comments section. And also make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also check my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. To leave a link right below in the description from this video. Click on it so you can get more information. That is all for now. Stay tuned with your Alexo, and bye.